What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dirty Degens. I'm your degenerate host, Josh, and tonight I've got a good one for you. Unfortunately, it was near impossible to stream this week for me because I was just too busy. Sorry, my iPad was about to start playing. But yeah, I was way too busy. Unfortunately, coming back from Vegas for Cryptos R Us, I had a slew of things I had to take care of, from editing videos or following up on connections and having meetings. It was just too much. And also I had to redo my setup a little bit because I was running on like decade old everything. So I had to come into the future a little bit, but now I'm back. Tonight I've got a good one for you because we are seeing a certain layer one chain start to heat up quite a bit with meme coins, and also a prediction that I had a year or so ago is coming true. So let's go ahead and dive into it all. Wanted to check out Bitcoin first and foremost because we did get a good bit of a recovery. I'm going to talk a smidgen about what happened yesterday. Obviously, Trump and Elon had a complete blowout. They decided to go head to head on Twitter and Truth Social. You got Trump posting on Truth Social. You got Elon posting on X. Old best friends now hate each other, I guess. You know, that's what happens when you take a billionaire, another billionaire, but one billionaire is political, and then you take a CEO and make them political too. It's going to always end in a disaster. Those are like water and oil. They do not mix very well at all. So I saw that coming. I'm not too surprised. I am surprised about how it happened, though, and how it impacted all markets. I mean, Tesla fell it had its worst day ever. I know that much. I think it was like 38% or something that it fell. So it just got absolutely slaughtered. Trump's meme coin also got absolutely slaughtered. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but it was pretty crazy. But as you can see, looking at the chart, we've basically recovered all of those losses. So all is well. For a little while yesterday, Cass and I were joking with each other that it could be this cycle's Black Swan event, but it recovered. It didn't get nearly as bad as it could have. So that's fine. But other than that, we do have a little bit of follow-ups because today we did have job data, and obviously a lot of what Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole is holding on to is the economic state, right? So basically the market wants to see rate cuts. Trump wants to see rate cuts, and Powell's like, no, not happening yet. So Trump once again pressed Powell to cut rates, calling him a loser and things like that. He goes from Elon straight back to Powell. Dude's just off his rocker, a loose cannon. You don't know what he's going to say next. So that's why I'm kind of happy he's not talking about Bitcoin and crypto so much right now. And other than that, though, we are getting some progression of the U.S. and China trade tariff talks. They've kind of been in limbo for like the past month. Oh, we're talking. Oh, the call didn't happen. But it's not looking like we will see that mineral deal that they're really trying to get handled this summer. So we'll have to see what comes of that. And that's about all I'm going to bore you guys with this crap. Now, what did I predict, though, that is coming true? It was a no-brainer. I'm not even going to take that much credit. But I did call it like a month after Pump Fund released that they were going to launch a token. Wow, Crypto Priest, it's 4 a.m. your time. Thanks for tuning in, man. And once again, congrats on winning the giveaway. We did do our first giveaway in the Dirty Degens not Discord. Thank God, not Discord. In the Telegram, and Crypto Priest was the winner. So congrats. We will be doing another one at some point. I think I said 5K followers or 5K subscribers, and the giveaway will only be in the Telegram. But like I was saying, Pump Fund launching a token. They're trying to launch at a $4 billion valuation. Now, they have not said anything. They also have not denied this. In the past, when this has came up, they have denied it, but no idea what this token's going to be for. Could it be for governance? Are they going to share revenue with token holders? I'm no idea. Now, if they share revenue, the token's going to fly like crazy. But if they're just like, it's a governance thing or something, and it doesn't really make any sense, I don't really see, like I said a year ago, I don't see why they need a token, but I'm not going to be surprised if they launch one. So I'm not surprised they're launching one, but I still don't see why they need a token. However, now they are generating a lot more revenue. So they could say like 10, 15% of revenue goes back to holders, or, something like you stake and you, whatever. They're pulling thousands of SOL every month from the ecosystem and dumping it on Kraken. So they've got the money. But that's supposed to launch on like the next week or two. Depending on the temperature of the market, it could be a launch to play because it could get a ton of attention. But it's very, very limited to the temperature of the market at the time that this launches. Right now, launches have not been doing well, especially if they have a pre-sale, which they will have a pre-sale and it will be open to the public. So if people are getting in at 750 mil, 500 mil, that's how pre-sales are going anymore. They launch and they dump because all those pre-salers, if they're not vested, they're dumping. So I'm going to keep following up on this because I do see at least at minimum a ton of swing trade potential on the pump fund launch. Now, how this relates back to Trump though, and Elon, is that pump fund did post yesterday that, hey, Trump's got his meme token. How funny would it be if you launched a token on pump fund and basically grow to be bigger than Trump's token? Now, I don't think Elon's going to do this, but it would have been hilarious for sure. Oh, I'm signed in as Cryptos R Us. Should I comment? Do it. The social media manager is sitting behind me, so maybe I shouldn't. But more though, this did, and why we had this crazy drop like you're seeing here is because there was over $1 billion in liquidations yesterday. But like I said, most of the market's already recovered from it, forgotten about it, doesn't really care. So I don't care very much either. But it was a crazy amount of volatility we had yesterday in liquidation. So yeah, didn't feel good, at least, in that time. But there were some crazy things to come out of it, just like every major thing that happens in the world. Obviously, someone's got to launch a token out of it. And this token almost hit 80 million, and that was today. So this launched yesterday, killed a big, beautiful bill, and it launched, it ran up to like 50 mil, dumped all the way back down, and shockingly had another run up today. Pretty crazy, but it's fallen substantially since then. It was down like 65%. I'm not saying that this is a play. I think that this is already played out. Typically on Solana for events like this, you could have caught the second wave, but I'm not trying to find a third. Yeah, but it was launched on Pump Fund. So, hey, I guess something good came out of yesterday. Some people made some money. Look at these red candles. People made money. That's for sure. Now, what Trump did end up doing, though, Trump and Elon spat, it did have a huge negative impact on both Dogecoin and Trump. So Trump and Dogecoin were the two top losers yesterday. And it's weird because Elon hasn't even talked about Dogecoin in quite some while. And also the entire way that Elon was acting yesterday goes completely against Dogecoin's ethos. So whatever, but it makes total sense that Trump did fall like it did. I'm not going to say the things that were being tweeted because I don't know how YouTube really cares about all that right now. And I'm not trying to get banned, but pretty crazy that Trump and Dogecoin were the biggest losers yesterday. Honestly, Trump should keep falling, but what do I know? Now, what else is falling is the Trump crypto wallet. I think I did stream about this, and I thought it was pretty weird, or I was wanting to do a stream that night. I can't remember which it was. But yeah, Trump, it was announced by Magic Eden that they were launching a Trump wallet, and it would be for Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, yada, yada. There'd be Trump staking and all these other things. Within a couple hours after that was announced, you had like 3 different Trump family members. You had Barron, Eric, and Trump Jr. All come out and say, no, this has nothing to do with Trump. They've issued a cease and desist, and that's it. That's the end of it. What's crazy about it, though, is it also just absolutely crushed Magic Eden token. People didn't like that. Magic Eden came out with something that apparently now it looks like they didn't have the authorization to say whatsoever. But who knows? I guess we'll never know. Now, there are some exciting things going on. It's not all doom and gloom. There are some exciting things. What I am excited about, though, is Big Red has 3 races coming up. Not just 1, not 2, but 3. One of them is tomorrow, thank God, because it's been so long since I've watched the horses race, and I need to see. So tomorrow at 1:12 real time, which is Central Standard Time, the horse Kinda Lucky Lindy will be racing at Pocono Downs. And the pole position is pole position number 5. So quite a bit back there, but kind of lucky, Lindy. You never know. Could get lucky. But that's not the only race that's coming up. On Oh, there's also a contest going on in the Big Red Telegram. Here it is. So if you can accurately predict the time that Kind of Lucky Lindy races, like, can you be Kind of Lucky in Lindy's race? Clever. I see what you did there, Armando. See what you did. But yeah, so you can go into the Telegram. You can guess the time. If you get it right, they send you $69 in AVAX. Easy enough. No purchase necessary. Pretty cool. But also on Tuesday, we have 2 more races. We got Beantown Babe and we got Lachlan Hanover, and they are basically back to back. You've got one at 7:45 p.m. Real time, which is Central Standard Time, and then the other one is at 7:05 p.m. also real time, Central Standard Time. So that's good. Looking forward to those. I thought there was another one when I was trying to pull everything up, but I guess I was wrong. I think I missed one is what happened. I missed one this week, and that's not acceptable. Won't be missing anymore. Now, this does relate to the main topic. The next place that meme coins are going to be taking off. We talked about Pump Fund. Now, Pump Fund's revenue is down 80% because nobody's launching tokens because nobody's having any success. Now, there are other places where tokens are being launched and there's being tons of success. And this project has actually been around for quite a long time. It was Star Arena, and then it was rebranded into the Arena, and it is on Avalanche, so it does relate to Big Red. And Arena has came down since I pulled it up, but Arena for the past week or so has been doing pretty well. Obviously, it fell with the rest of the market, but it's doing very good. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 days straight of green, right? That's pretty solid, especially when you're talking. This is up like 80%. Oh, no, 60%. My bad. 55. Whatever. We're rounding up around here. Cassie hates that about me. What time is it? It can be 6:40, and I'm like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah. You always round up. Doesn't matter if it's money. No. Doesn't matter if it's time. You always just you round whatever way makes you look better. I said 80. So this is 60. No. All right. Anyways, yeah. So Arena's been absolutely killing it. And that is for a very specific reason. Obviously, Arena has its own token. What is Arena? It's a SocialFi platform, right? So you can tip people on posts. Think of a Twitter clone built on blockchain. These platforms usually don't have that much life in them because it's really hard to get people to move over to new social media platforms. And I can't believe I'm saying this about Avalanche, that I think that this could spur the next big meme coin run. But Arena is doing it pretty dang right, and it's catching a lot of attention. One of the huge ways that it's catching attention and why its token is pumping so much is my friend RP69 has posted this. They have something that's called Arena Champions. So if you are I think it's a top 100 Arena staker, it could even be top 500. I forget. I did remember, but now I forget. We'll pull it up later. Basically, they have a token launcher built into the platform. And every token that bonds gets airdropped to the Arena champions. So in this video, he's just scrolling through all the tokens that was airdropped to him in the last 24 hours. So that's pretty crazy. On top of that, just for staking, 20% APR. So he's getting free tokens and also getting more Arena tokens, and the value of Arena is going up. And it's that simple. That's why the value of Arena is going up. People want to be in the champion tier so that they get airdropped the tokens so that, hey, maybe they'll wake up and they've got tens of thousands of dollars more sitting in their bag due to this. It could very well happen. But there are a lot of tokens launching. But that's also not a bad thing. When the Solana meme coin season was going on, we had tons of tokens launching all over Solana too. I'm not a fan of it, but we got to accept the reality of things, right? So if we look at the top trending tokens on Dex Screener for Avalanche, you'll notice basically every single one that has you can kind of see it. This it kind of looks like a comet. I don't know what we're going to call it, but these logos here, these are all Arena, right? So all the current trending tokens are launched from Arena. I don't even know what this one is. Pharaoh. Pharaoh needs to get a better logo. But yeah, so everything that's hot is coming off of Arena. And that's where we need to be paying attention. And not only that, in the last 24 hours, 15 coins bonded on Arena. Mind you, on Solana pump fun times, you would have like 3 a day that would bond, and then they'd go to 0, right? So in the past 24 hours, 15 coins bonded on Arena, which is equivalent to 500 or 15 times 503 AVAX being removed from circulation temporarily. Now, Arena, when you do set up those pools, it does burn the AVAX. So that's why it comes down to, even if all these people sell back the tokens, 15 times 125 AVAX would be stuck forever in those LP pools. So 2,000 AVAX burned per day and 5,000 AVAX removed from circulation while the coins created stay above bonding price. So, and that's just from Arena. This is generating more positivity for Avalanche as a whole than anything that's ever happened to Avalanche. Better than Cock, better than Cockbook, better than everything else. I mean, what else is there on Avalanche? I mean, Big Red, obviously, but like, what else is there? That's the point. There's nothing. DeFi Kingdoms, but DeFi Kingdoms uses a C chain, so they're not actually, they're creating transaction volume for Avalanche through subnets, but they're not actually burning AVAX or anything like that. And that's the problem with a lot of things, or like these layer 3 ecosystems, thanks your Cosmos, your Avalanche, and there's other ones that I'm not going to try and dig my brain for. They allow you to launch a chain and then use your own token. So as a result, none of these chains actually benefit the host chain, the host layer, that layer 0, right? In this case, it'd be Avalanche. So that's why a protocol like this that's actually impacting the circulation of Avalanche has such impact, right? This could be huge. Whereas like Solana, it's extremely inflationary. There's no burn mechanism or anything like that built in. So it won't have nearly as much of an impact on the price of Solana. Now, if we see this grow into something like the size of Pump Fun, now we've got 2 things going on. We have a huge meme ecosystem that's just blowing up, that everywhere you look, you can catch a runner, catch a banger, let's go. You're feeling good. But not only that, that host token that you're trading in, Avalanche, is also going to be going up because of all the supply that is being, 1, locked and burned, and 2, just straight up burned, right? So that's great. It's the perfect recipe. Avalanche has never truly been able to attract retail users or traders. Like, nobody wants to go there and trade with Avalanche. But maybe, since every other chain is just having a terrible time in their DeFi ecosystem, I mean, there's bad rumors about Hyperliquid. Nobody talks or trades on Arbitrum anymore. And then you think about the memes on Solana. Everybody's saying they're dead. So it's just all over. It's not great. And if people are looking for somewhere to move, this could be the type of recipe that brings people over to Avalanche. Very well could be. Now, I did want to show you Arena a little bit. Also, if you want to sign up for Arena, it's in the link in the description below. I've got a referral there. I think you get something out of it. I don't know who knows, whatever. But so basically, in Arena, you've got these posts. It's like Twitter, like I said. You can tip people on the posts. Like, let's tip this guy. I don't know. Let's tip him 10,000. I'm tipping him $1. And it's that simple. Watch, it's going to take forever. It is. Check my phone. Still not. Oh, there we go. So I tipped him $1 straight on the homepage, just because he said they want meme coins, not utility coins. I support that message. But other than that, I've gone live a few times on the Arena. I mean, if you look at my page, so you've got, it pulls over your Twitter followers. And then you've got Arena followers, and you got your Twitter followers. People can buy your tickets. So like, I've got ticket holders and stuff like that. But not only is there that, when you go into it, there's a wallet as well. So like, these are the tokens I have on Arena right now. I've got some Arena staked, and all of these tokens basically were gifted to me while I did live streams, because like how I tipped that guy on the homepage, people can tip you in live streams or your posts or whatever. So like, that's how I've acquired basically all of these tokens. And then you can stake directly in here. You can hold other people's tickets, obviously, and see the activity of the guy that I just tipped actually sold one of my tickets. The hell. But directly on the platform, you can stake. So like here, I've got some staking rewards. So I can claim 217 arena, or I can just restake them. So I'm going to agree and restake them. And there's that hot 20% APY. Loving it, baby. And it's paid out every week. So not all bad. And no time lock on your stake or anything like that either. So, hey, it's not bad. It's not risky. There we go. Restake confirmed. But what everybody really cares about is Arena Launch. That's what we're here to talk about. So you just go to Arena Launch and you can just make a token. They keep 2.5% of your supply and boom. It's that simple. I'm not going to make a token, but what we are going to go do is we're going to look at the Arena book. Because this is where we're going to make millions. All right. Well, this is where you can see the tokens that have been launched. You can see how much they've completed their bonding curve, how old they are. And I mean, look, this is pretty hot. This isn't pump fun hot, but let's see. I don't know, because it says 31 minutes ago and then it skips a half hour. But like these launches are like every couple minutes. So you've got a good like 20 or so in the last half hour. Once again, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but where there's activity, there's profits. And that's what we're after. So yeah, Jugs bonded an hour ago, Brother bonded an hour ago. And the thing is you can go into here and then they have their own page too, if I can remember how to get to it. Yeah, so once they complete the bonding curve, they get their own page automatically, which is pretty cool. So yeah, once they reach 200K, they're able to post stuff in here and stuff like this. I guess I could do it on their behalf. Oh, I've got to hold 1 million in tokens to do that. That's 0.27 AVAX. Should we buy some, Brother? What's crazy though, now this is the crazy part. I thought that they fixed this, but they still didn't. Why can I not just seamlessly connect this wallet here to here? It doesn't make any sense. Now, what I can do is I can go export the private keys to this wallet and I can import them to Rabby or MetaMask or whatever, and then connect with that. And it's still using the same wallet. But like, come on, it's your own platform. It's ridiculous. I don't want to do that. I want to just use what I've made on the Arena already and trade with that without all these extra steps. So I guess I'm not going to buy any, Brother. But next time we do a show about Arena, I'll be ready to buy some tokens because I thought that they fixed that, but I didn't check. It was a long day. But yeah, basically that's what I wanted to talk about. We've got hundreds of tokens launching on Arena every day now, and you've got multitudes of them bonding. Those tokens are also throwing shows and having spaces and stuff on Arena. So like the jitters aren't as bad either. It just seems a little bit better. I don't want to say it seems better, but it does seem better. I'm still not a fan of token launchers. Still don't like it. But at the end of the day, we got what we got. So we're going to deal with it. But we'll do some live Arena trading. Maybe we'll do it this weekend. Maybe we'll go hop in the trenches this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure which. And check out some tokens. See if we can make some dollaroonies, make some biddies. Yeah, we're going to make some magic internet money, everybody. Let's check out Jugs. Who doesn't like Jugs? They went to 0. How did they launch higher and bond? How did they? Oh, because I bet what happens is this chart starts with their bond and then their bond ends and it starts a new chart because this is where it gets traded, swapped to their LP gets moved, I believe. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of cookers in here for sure. ATM rank. Oh, look at that chart. What are you doing? Is it on the, it's got 5 holders. What sucks is like when you go in here, there's no way to, they can't put a website or anything like that. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, the amount of due diligence you can do, it's pretty limited unless they bond. So like you kind of have to look at the chart, look at the holders and everything like that, and just decide from there. Sydney's bathwater bliss. Yeah. So that's Arena. There's several different tokens I should not say the name of. But also in here, you can look at the users' tokens too, because you can make money off of trading people's tickets too. Like say somebody that's big on Twitter moves over to Arena or somebody famous or whatever, right? And you get them early on and you buy their tickets, and then like they start telling people that they moved over and they're getting people to come over or pay attention to their profile and buy their tickets and stuff like that. The price goes up and you can sell it. So there is a way to make money with that as well. You look at the trending volume and who's hot. You can even go down a bit. Freaking Pilot Matt. Damn you. Pilot Matt. But yeah. Good way to look at these is look at the founder. A lot of these are running are from respected AVAX community members. Hopefully, yeah, absolutely. It's annoying that how you have to go about it. So like if we really want to look at this, we'd find one that like bonded. We got Illuminati. We're going to take this ticker. It won't let me copy and paste it. It's ILUMIN. Then we'll come over here. Then we can search it. Maybe you can't. I thought you could. I did it before. There's a way to search. Come on. Whatever. I'm over it. It's still a new platform. I still don't like it. I mean, I don't dislike it. They just have a lot of room for improvement on the platform itself. But I hope you guys had a great week. It could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse. Anything you guys want to check out? Otherwise, I'll go ahead and call it early. Let you guys have your Friday night a little bit early. I know Shrek here. It's got to be like 4 a.m. in the future. So he probably wants to like do something normal with his life other than watch me. But I appreciate you guys all coming by, hanging out, especially because I know it's been 5 days since I did my last show. I've got an interview coming up with the CEO and founder of Metacade. I think I'm going to be doing that this weekend, and I'll be posting it Monday if so. So look forward to that. They got a lot of big things coming, pretty cool stuff. So I'm loving it. And I'm loving that you guys tuned in. So have yourself, all of you guys have yourselves a wonderful Friday evening. I will catch you this weekend, maybe with a trading show, maybe with an interview, maybe just to look at meme coins, or maybe something crazy happens and we have something to talk about. Otherwise, though, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace.